Hey guys, welcome to the Jarod&Maddy show. It is Jarod and
Maddie.
when she sat down, something cracked and we don't know what it was. That's what we're laughing about. But today on the show, we are going to be talking about our love story. Dun dun dun.
You're in for a real treat.
So I'm going to share my story of how I met Madeline, and then she's kind of going to share her side. So this stems back to, when does this stem back to? Freshman year at Penn State. We met in Nutrition 251 around August. That's when the summer session ended.
Don't you wish it was earlier?
I do wish it was earlier.
How much earlier?
Maybe like high school. I wish I would have met you in high school. That way I would have married you then. But anyway, we met. We were talking outside of what's the building called?
Nurse Science Building.
Nurse Science Building, kind of by what's the other building called?
Okay, you're cheating.
And Madeline comes up to me and is like, "That test was so hard. Oh my gosh, I failed it." And I'm like,
Time out.
I'm like, "What? You failed it?"
I guess
She's
I'll
like-
get my side later.
She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't fail it, but I thought it was super hard." Anyway, things move on from there, and we talked for a full year before we started dating.
You skipped so much.
I guess there's a lot of in between stuff, like back and forth kind of stuff, but basically just a lot of kind of like child play stuff, you know what I mean? Like her chasing me and me being, just normal guy. And then we started dating. When was it? August 9th. A few days after your birthday. And we've been dating for over 3 years now. Just got married last May. And the rest is history. And now Madeline can share her story with maybe, I guess, more details, and I'll pitch in from there.
Yeah, I feel like mine might be a little long-winded considering Jarod literally skipped our entire life.
Yeah.
So we did meet outside.
Madeline said don't give too many details, so I was scared, so I just kind of skipped all the years.
But
just flushed right through it. Just down
we
the
did
toilet.
meet outside the Nurse Science Building, but Jarod is the one that came up to me and said, "How was that test? I think it was so hard." And I was like, okay, I did say, yeah, I'm pretty sure I failed it.
See?
And then I said, I think I got like a 30%. Jarod actually believed me. And he said to his friend, she got like a 30. And I'm like, no, not actually. Like, then I was like embarrassed because
Yeah.
I didn't even really know
But the test
him.
was actually hard, so it was believable because the last prompt on the test was like, explain blah, blah, blah in 10 different steps. And everyone missed it, and the teacher ended up dropping the last question, so everyone in the class actually ended up with a good grade.
So then we didn't talk after that until we got the test score back. And then the hub at Penn State, we met back up there, not like on purpose. Like Jarod came up to me again.
No, we actually met at a tutoring session. You said hi, but I don't think we talked there.
No, we just like were in the same group.
We went to a tutoring session because.
But that was way before.
We care about our
grades. Which
grades.
is why I think you came up to me after the test because we'd both been at the tutoring session.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So this was our first semester, so we were like, let's try super hard.
We were just 19 years old at the time.
I was 18.
Maybe just turning 19.
But so then we talked at the hub, and Jared's like, how'd you do? And I did way better than I thought, and so did he. So I was like, wow.
Yeah,
and then he had I don't want this to sound the wrong way. I'm just like not into like wrestlers, but it just so happened he had a Penn State wrestling shirt on. And my brother-in-law, well, at the time, my sister's boyfriend, but now husband, wrestled. So I'm like, wait, do you know Nick? And Jared's
Shout out
like,
to Nick Nevels.
And Jared's like, yeah, of course I do. And then one thing led to another. Jared's like, let me have your Snapchat. You're so hot.
Okay.
And I was like,
That
wow,
did not
you really
happen.
think so?
That did not happen. She goes, wait, are you Jared McLaren?
No, I didn't.
You did so.
I did not. After you
In
said,
the hub at Starbucks?
Okay.
You said, wait, are you Jared McLaren?
No.
I said, yeah, that's me.
He added me on Snapchat and his name said Jared McLaren, and I happened to recognize
She
his
recognized my name.
because
How?
he wrestled against a guy that was local to my
I need to finish the point.
area.
She may have been considered a singlet chaser.
No.
Some,
I just happened to
the
know.
guidelines point
My dad
she checks off more
wrestled, so I
boxes.
went to a lot of wrestling matches and all that.
Okay.
Anyway, then we exchanged Snapchats, and anyone that knew me at the time knows it was a long road ahead. Jared said, I don't want to have a girlfriend freshman year, just so you know. And I'm like, me either.
This is my logic behind that. Madeline, when you meet Madeline, you know she's like, she's not like the other girls. She's special in a way like, that you could see yourself marrying her, right? So I could have saw myself marrying her, and I was just a 19-year-old boy. I wasn't even a man yet. So that's the logic I had. And look, now we're married. We got married at 23. Madeline was 22. So that was my logic at the time.
Yeah, so there were, that's interesting logic. He didn't want to settle down, is what he's trying to say. But I was like, yeah, me too, me either. Like, what? Of course not. But secretly, I'm like, why not? But I was really nervous around him at
Madeline
the time.
was super attracted to bald men.
Unfortunately, I don't hold my tongue anymore for him.
I wish he did.
But yeah, I say whatever's on my mind. At that point, I was like so nervous. I'm like, yeah, well, of course. Like, take your time. Me too.
Yeah.
And a year later, basically, from the day we met.
Yeah, exactly 1 year, because it popped up on Snapchat. Like,
yeah, like the day we added each other was a whole year later. But I know, like, as crazy as the year was, I know it was like the right timing. So I'm not sad about it now.
About
At
the
the time,
fake
my
marriage
poor.
proposal.
Oh my gosh.
That was like a big part of the story.
Jared fake married me to try and get under Nick's skin because he wanted to like tease Nick at practice.
And this was like how many months after knowing you?
Because it's funny, Nick, if you're watching, that Nick gets like bothered by things like he actually does care. Even though sometimes he acts like he doesn't care about
So
me.
Nick was engaged to your sister.
No,
Or they
were
weren't engaged
dating.
at the time, but
Jared,
like early on we joked about being brother-in-laws, and now it actually happened.
and of course Nick probably is like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine being this guy's brother-in-law.
No, Nick liked me.
Yeah.
And I was just a young boy too. But oh yeah, so Psych 100, we would sit in class every morning, and we didn't do the best in that class. I think we both distracted each other from the material. It should have been an easy class, but we were both freshmen. It was actually kind of hard though. There's a lot of information.
We had a guy next to us that literally didn't come to class ever, and he got like 100 on every test.
Because his dad was a psych professor, he said. But he ended up dropping out.
Yeah, he was in the military, so he was already like 26 or something.
But anyway, so we were fake married for a long time.
3 months.
3 months, like 3 whole months. We would just joke about being fake married. And then,
now looking back, it's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird because we're married. But I remember Madeline sit me down outside of West Halls one time.
This is what I was talking about, not getting too personal.
Okay, too personal. We'll skip that. But anyway, it's just kind of weird how...
Well, now you have to tell them.
I guess I have to say it now. So basically she said, like, I know we were joking about the fake marriage thing, but are we gonna ever date? Basically, that's the
No,
gist.
that isn't what I was saying. I was saying, like, we can't just act like boyfriend and girlfriend, but not actually, like, for real be, because then it's like, it could be for a waste of time.
Yeah, so about 9 months after
that, I wasn't
that,
gonna have him
we started
waste
dating.
my time.
But she still kept coming. And now the rest is history.
Yeah, so.
I feel like we missed out on a lot of details.
We did.
There would
Unnecessary.
There would be more videos, I guess. But
that's the gist.
in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, Smash the like button. Also, comment for video ideas.
Oh yeah.
We have a few video ideas that we want to do. So the apartment tour. Shout out to my cousin Aiden. He mentioned that in the comments. And Emma and Macy, if you guys are watching, shout out to you guys. We're gonna do that apartment tour. Unfortunately,
Shout out with our
yeah, with our 25 subscribers and however many viewers, we're gonna do the apartment tour. Unfortunately,
Jared did not clean the apartment. FYI.
Me? This is we.
But that was the deal, and so Aiden.
So it got postponed.
Thank Jared.
And then Jay and his girlfriend Haley had an idea of Madeline commentating on one of my wrestling videos, so that might be a good idea for the future.
So
but
the next question is, should it be one that he won or one that he lost?
Definitely one that I won. We don't want to broadcast any losing videos out there.
But then I could give you some pointers.
Yeah, that would be great.
Since I'm such a wrestling expert.
She knows her wrestling. She likes the mean double leg.
Yeah, I am encouraging Jared to bring out the double leg this year.
So stay tuned for that.
He has a really good double.
It's coming.
He's been keeping it in secret lately because he's just ready
I
to
won a
let
PJW
it
state title off a double leg.
He's ready to let it out. So be ready
like the
for
only
that
shot I
double
used
leg.
to shoot.
It's the best.
It's great. So stay tuned for more videos and just like, subscribe, and comment for more. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one. Bye.